Hi guys, very good morning. Welcome to the session. Am I audible to all of you? Is my voice clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So in the last class, we were discussing about the software architectures. In that one-tier architecture, two-tier architecture is completed. I hope you have taken the diagram of three-tier architecture. Have you taken?
Yes, sir.
Okay, did I give a notes for three-tier architecture?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Now write down answer for three-tier architecture. Three-tier architecture. Answer. So three-tier architecture, it has been divided into three layers. Three-tier architecture, it has been divided into three layers. Three layers or three parts. One is presentation layer. One is presentation layer. In the bracket, you can write client tier. CLIENT, client tier. Second one is application layer. Second one is application layer. In the bracket, business tier. Business tier. And third one is data tier. Sorry, data layer. Third one is data layer. In the bracket, data tier. Okay. Now write down a heading, presentation layer. Wait. Before that, just take down the notes, small, like 2 points notes. Like after the 3 points, then next write down. The client system will handle the next line. The client system will handle presentation layer. The client system will handle presentation layer. The client system will handle presentation layer. Come on. Application server will handle application server will handle application layer. Application server will handle application layer. And the server system and the server system and the server system and the server system will handle database layer. Server system will handle database layer. Then hitting presentation layer. Presentation layer. It is also known as client layer. It is also known as the client layer. It is also known as the client layer. It is the topmost layer of the application. It is the topmost layer of the application. It is the topmost layer of the application. So stop. This layer we see, this layer we see, this layer we see, this layer we see when we use the software. This layer we see when we use the software. Full stop. By using this layer, we can access the web pages. By using this layer, we can access the web pages. By using this layer, we can access the web pages. To stop. The main function of this layer is to communicate with application layer. The main function of this layer is to communicate with application layer. The main function of this layer is to communicate with application layer. The main function of this layer is to communicate with application layer. Full stop. This layer passes the information. This layer passes the information. This layer passes the information. This layer passes the information which is given by the end user This layer passes the information which is given by the end user. This layer passes the information which is given by the end user to the application layer. To the application layer. To the application layer. That's it, full stop. Look at this diagram. See, this layer we also call it as a logical layer, or say business logic layer, or application layer. All are same. So this one we call it as a business logic layer, or application layer, or logical layer. All are same. No changes. Okay. Don't get confused. Next, the second layer, right on heading, application layer. Application layer. Application layer. It is also known as business logic layer. It is also known as business logic layer. Full stop. This layer interact with the database layer. This layer interacts with the database layer. And send the required information to the presentation layer. This layer interact with the database layer and send the required information to the presentation layer. Send the information to the presentation layer. Full stop. This layer act as a mediator between this layer act as a mediator between this layer act as a mediator between presentation layer and database layer. Presentation layer and database layer. That's it. Full stop. The complete business logic, the complete business logic will be written in this layer. The complete business logic will be written in this layer. The complete business logic will be written in this layer. That's it. Next, heading, data layer. The data is stored in this layer. The data is stored in this layer. First up, the application layer communicate with the database layer.
Sir, once again repeat, sir.
Okay, database layer heading. Under that, the data is stored in this layer. Full stop. Application layer communicate with the database layer. Application layer communicate with the database layer. Communicate with the database layer to retrieve the information or a data, anything. To retrieve the information or data. To retrieve the information or data. To retrieve the information. To retrieve the information. Full stop. It contains methods to connect to the database. It contains methods to connect to the database. It contains the methods to connect to the database. It contains the methods to connect to the database and perform the required actions. And perform the required actions. Okay, so this completes the topics which are out of the scope of the syllabus, but which are very important from the interview point of view. Now let's get back to the types of software testing. So we have discussed functional testing, integration system. Now I'll go ahead with this two, reliability recovery testing, and then we'll discuss about, did I wrote anywhere acceptance? Yeah, this acceptance testing we'll discuss now. So what do you mean by reliability testing? So I want to test an application continuously for a particular period of time and see anything happens, anything breaks. Example, whenever you purchase any of the new mobile, so then this becomes your first girlfriend or maybe first boyfriend or maybe, okay, so first wife. When you buy a new phone, 1 or 2 days, you'll have that excitement. Yeah, so I have bought a new mobile, especially if you buy Apple mobiles. Yeah, so you'll have that craze and you'll have that love. So, okay, I'm talking about Android now. Okay, so the mobile, it works fine for 1 year, 2 year. After that, it will start hanging up. The mobile starts hanging up. When you're getting a call, when you're trying to receive the call, but it is not accepting the call. You want to send a message, suddenly WhatsApp stuck. So your phone is getting hanged up. So what could be the reason? Anybody want to try? Why your mobile is getting hanged?
Because data is getting stored, huge data is getting stored. This might be
Okay,
the one of the reason.
that could be the reason. Any other reason?
We are not clearing unwanted files.
Okay, that could be the reason. Okay, next, anybody?
Many,
Glitch.
many users are using them,
Many users. You are the only one user, madam.
like same specifications and all.
Okay, next, anybody?
Due to open the unwanted APK file which contains a virus or something else.
Okay, maybe that could be the reason. Next, anybody?
They are not giving a new updates.
Okay, maybe the new updates are not giving. Okay. See, when you are using a mobile, okay, so your RAM is getting filled up with unwanted files. It is creating a lot of objects in your mobile. And because of that, there are a lot of data is getting stored and your mobile is having a lot of unused objects and it is not cleared. Okay, and you're not cleaning up. And then we don't have too much of space for a RAM to run your application. So that time your mobile starts hanging up. Then what you'll do, you'll use some cleanup software and you will try to clear it off, or then you will try to delete it. And then it works fine. But after a few days, again it happens. Again it happens. So I want to test the functionality of an application continuously and check for a particular period of time and check the behavior, how it works after a week, after 10 days, after 15 days. Is it going to hang up? That is what I want to check. That is called reliability. That is called reliability. So this is done by OEMs, original equipment manufacturers. Before they release the mobile phones to the market, they do this testing. They'll have their ready-made automated tools. They will use that and they will try to do the testing. They'll make sure at least 1 or 2 years users should not face a problem, because that is a validity for Android mobile. Every 3 4 years people will change a mobile. But Apple, if you take it, it will not hang up. So that is the best quality for Apple. That's why people love it. Okay, and the security wise, it's very good compared to Android. So reliability testing is testing the functionality of an application continuously for a particular period of time to see the behavior. That is called reliability. It is usually done by OEMs. I never got a chance to work in this kind of testing in my lifetime. This is just for your syllabus. Remember, right on. Heading reliability testing. Reliability testing. Reliability testing. Testing the functionality of an application. Testing the functionality of an application continuously for a particular period of time. Testing the functionality of an application continuously for a particular period of time. Testing the functionality of an application continuously for a particular period of time is called reliability testing. Is called reliability testing. Okay. Next, recovery testing. Heading recovery testing. Recovery testing. Testing the application. Heading, write down. Heading recovery testing. For that, write down. Testing the application to check. Testing the application to check. Testing the application to check how well it recovers from the crashes or disaster. Testing the application to check. Testing the application to check how well it recovers from the crashes Testing the application to check how well it recovers from the crashes or disaster.
So crashes.
Or disasters. Okay, example. Look at here, all of you. See, when you're using a mobile phone, suddenly your app gets stuck. And then what you'll do? You try to click on somewhere and it will not work. Then you will close that application and you will clear the backend cache or recently opened app, everything you will clear it. And again,
Yes,
try
sir.
to reopen. It works fine. Anybody experienced it?
Yes.
It works fine, right? When
Yes, sir.
something went wrong in the back end, some code was not working, maybe some clash was happening in the API call in the back end. So suddenly it stuck. So it did not perform the activity which was trying to do. Then what you will do? Okay, you might get one pop-up notification. So this app is taking more time. So do you want to wait or continue? Then the moment you click on wait, you'll be keep on waiting. The moment you click on, so no, I want to close. Okay, so do you want to wait or cancel? So the moment you click on cancel, the application gets closed and you go back and clear the backend apps, whatever you have opened, recently opened apps, you cleared it. The moment you launch it, it works fine. That is one case. Another one, I'm using a PC or a laptop. Okay. And I have opened, let's say the Chrome. I have opened this and I opened multiple tabs like this. I opened multiple tabs. Let's say more than 10 tabs I have opened. And suddenly the charger gets, or this laptop battery gets drained out and it automatically shut down, right? Okay. Now I'll connect to the charger. The moment I connect to the charger and switch on the PC and I click on that Chrome, it will ask, do you want to restore the previous session or you want to continue new session? Anybody experienced it?
Yes, sir.
Tell me that
Yes, sir.
is called disaster or crash. Means something went wrong. So I'm using a Chrome. Chrome was working fine. There was no problem. But because of the battery issue, the laptop got shut down. So then the moment I relaunch, it is asking me, hey, you want to recover the old pages or you want to continue with the new pages? That is what it is asking. So recovery testing is nothing but testing the application to check how well it recovers from the crashes or disasters. Something went wrong, but how soon it will come back to the normal state. That is what we are trying to check here. So that usually done by OEMs, original equipment manufacturers. If you get a chance, then you are a lucky fellow. Okay, take them. Answer example. Let us consider an example: Mozilla Firefox. That is called browser. Don't ask me what is that. That is also one browser, Mozilla Firefox. Let us consider an example of Mozilla Firefox. When we have opened multiple tabs, when we have opened multiple tabs, when we have opened multiple tabs, multiple tabs in the laptop. Come on. Suddenly, laptop gets shut down. Suddenly, laptop gets shut down. Suddenly, laptop gets shut down because the battery was drained out. Because the battery was drained out. Full stop. Battery was drained out. Now we will connect the power cable to the laptop to recharge. Now we will connect the power cable to the laptop to recharge. And then we will switch on the laptop. And then we will switch on the laptop. Full stop. Full stop. When we relaunch the Firefox browser, 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 it will ask us, it is going to ask, it will ask, wait, it will display the message. Instead of asking it, you write, it will display the message. It will display the message stating that, it will display the message stating that, would you like to restore the session? Would you like to restore the previous session? Would you like to restore the previous session? Would you like to restore the previous session? Or do you want to start the new session? Do you want to start the new session? Do you want to start the new session? So this is called recovery testing. Can anyone read what you have written for reliability? We'll go back and check once again. What is reliability testing?
Sir.
Yeah.
I will read, sir. Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
Reliability testing. Testing the functionality of an application continuously for practical period of time is called reliability.
Particular period of time.
Sorry, particular period of time is called reliability of testing.
Reliability
Recovery-
testing.
Okay. Recovery testing. Testing the application to check how will it recover from the.
Correct. Innocent check madkolana. I'll repeat answer. All of you. Testing the application. All of you check. Testing the application to check how well WELL, how well it recovers from the crashes or disaster. Adanu odbekaranu hange neat agi odbeku. Testing the application to check how well it recovers from the crashes or disaster.
Okay, sir.
Ellaru correct barkondidra?
Yes, sir.
Now let's move on to the very important topic, acceptance testing. We also call it as UAT testing. Acceptance testing. Okay, you saw one environment called UAT. What is that UAT? UAT environment you saw, right? While writing a diagram, different types of environment. Have you written the diagram with a UAT? Last class explain ಮಾಡಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ. Different types of environments. Go back, check your notes. Different types of environments. Diagram ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರ ತಾನೆ? All of you, go back, check your notes. UAT ಅಂತ ಒಂದು environment ಇದೆ. Go back and check now. Check your notes quickly. ಇದೆಯಾ? ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ನೀನು ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಮೂಲೆಗೆ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಒಗ್ಗರಣೆ ಉಪ್ಪಿಟ್ಟು ಏನಾದ್ರು ತಿಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಆ ಪೇಪರ್ನ? ಇದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ವೋ? Give me confirmation. Yes or no?
Yes, sir, we have, sir.
Okay. So in case 1 or case 2 or case 3, you have written the diagram. Where you have written?
Case 2.
Case 2. What are all the environments we have?
Case 1 environment, case 2 environment, and case 3 environment.
Case-
Like what?
In case 2, what are all the environments I'm asking?
Dev environment, QA environment, perform environment and security testing, UAT, and product environment.
Yes, UAT is nothing but user acceptance testing that is done by customer. That is done by customer. See, if we are working in a product-based company, for you, end user is real customers. Like public. Once we launch, take example, Bharat Pay, Paytm, Myntra, Flipkart. So we are all public, real users. And if you're working in a service-based company, let's say you are Infosys or TCS, they will take a project from, say, Bank of Baroda or SBI Bank. So they take a project from them. They'll tell, hey, we will develop a project for you. Or Canara Bank, hey, we will develop a project for you. Means, okay, which feature you want, we will develop, or we will take care of security, everything. We will make sure your application works fine. So these banks become the clients for Infosys or TCS. Okay, for these banks, who are the users? The real public. Okay, so now Infosys or TCS, they will get a project from these companies. So now, if you're working in a service-based company, you will work in either Infosys or TCS. Example I'm giving you. So you are working for which projects? Assume that you're working for a banking project. Banking means from these banks. So these banks, customers for you. So you, okay, who are the real users for Infosys or TCS? Who are the real users for Infosys or TCS?
Clients.
Clients. These are all the real users. For these clients, who are all the real users? For these banks, who are all the real users?
Public.
Public. We are all using public. Means I want to invest money in the bank. I'll directly go to that bank, whatever the bank I want. For me, that application should work. When I ask internet banking, it should work. If it is not working, I'm going to come back and question this bank. But these banks will go and question this. Why you are not implemented? Because we have given all the money, whatever you requested, and we have given all the requirements. Why you are not implemented? Okay. So now, when you're working in an Infosys or TCS, you will work for your client's project. This project will be executed in this location only, in their office only, Infosys or TCS, but you work for a client's project until the customer requirements are fulfilled. Okay. So now, what is acceptance testing? We'll understand now. It is the type of testing. acceptance testing. It's a type of testing done by end user. So it's a type of okay, we'll say software testing. It's a type of software testing. It's done by end user. It's done by end user. What we do here, we take real time example. Your customers, these clients, what they do, they take real time end-to-end scenario, like how customers, real customers, they use. Same way here we will have a business analyst or the person who's working as a bank employee. He knows the entire flow of application. He will come and test the software which is developed by these guys. He will take end-to-end business scenarios. He will check and whether it is working or not, whether all kind of real scenarios, real time business scenarios, whether the software can handle, which is developed by these folks. They'll check and they will use for at least a week. They'll see, is there any performance glitch is there in the software? Everything they'll check. That is called acceptance testing. Here they use the software for a business for a particular period of time, and check whether the software can handle all kind of business, all kind of real-time business scenarios or situations. This is called acceptance testing. Means after doing a development by Infosys, they have a development team, they have a testing team, they do it, that's fine. But at the last, customer also does one round of testing. Once customer approves, then only it will go to the real environment or live environment like public. Till then it will not be launched. If you see the case 2 diagram, we have written dev environment, QA environment, performance and security testing, then UAT. If UAT customer approves, then only it will go to the final stage. Otherwise, it will not go to the final stage. That is very, very important. Otherwise, it will not go to the final stage. So now take down heading. This is Canara Bank, CNEA, right? Canara Bank. Now take down heading. Acceptance testing or user acceptance testing. Answer. Acceptance testing, it's a type of software testing. It's a type of software testing. Here, they use the software for a business. Here they use a software for a business for a particular period of time. For a particular period of time. To check whether software can handle, Acceptance testing, it's a type of software testing. It is done by end user. We'll stop here. They use the software for a business. Here they use the software for a business. Here they use the software for a business for a particular period of time to check particular period of time to check.
So can you repeat it from whether software can handle?
Here I've written, please check. Acceptance testing, it's a type of software testing. It's done by end user. Here they use the software for a business for a particular period of time to check whether software can handle all kind of real-time business scenarios or situations. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Next we'll move on to some of the important topic, hot fix, and then short release or interim release. Okay, so let me take down the diagram. Let's say we have a dev environment, QA environment, UAT environment, and production environment. Dev environment, QA environment, UAT environment, prod environment. Okay. So development team does the development. So testing, okay, then they'll give it to the testing team. So testing team, they'll do the testing. They'll find a bug, they'll throw it back, again, they'll fix it. So this process will continue until testing team says, yes, it's good to go for customer review. Then we will go and deploy the software in the UAT environment. It's like the same URL, http://uat.qscircle.com. Means only the customers can access it, not everybody. Customers can open this and they can do the testing. If they find a bug, hey, there's a bug here, fix it. Again, the same process will continue until customer says yes, we will not release it. Okay, the moment we release, then all the end users, crores of users, they'll start using it. This is a production environment. This is what happens in the real-time environment. Okay. Now, let's say everything is fine, we have released, but something went wrong. One feature, login is not working. Oh, login is something is wrong. Oh, we made small changes in the code. Because of that entire application, login is not working. Crores of users are not able to log in. Then this is a very critical problem in the live environment. Oh, in the production environment, so there is a critical bug. This has to be fixed immediately. Then a group of small team of developers, let's say some 2 to 3 developers, 1 or 2 QAs, they'll come here, they'll debug. Oh, this is a mistake. Okay, they'll come back and they'll try to fix that code, login related, and they'll do the testing and everything works fine. Then they deploy these changes in the dev environment to make sure this login functionality works properly. So whenever there is a bug happens in the production environment, there's a critical bug. So this has to be fixed on an immediate basis within 24 hours. Otherwise, the bank will face a huge number of business loss, right? Customers cannot do the transaction. So that time, a small team of developers and QA team, they'll get into the call, they'll debug the problem, they'll fix it, they'll redeploy that changes and make sure that that bug or critical bug is fixed. This process, we call it as a hot fix. It will take 1 hour to, it may take 1 day. That's a deadline. Artha, what do you mean by hot fix? Clear? All of you? Artha ilva? Hello, mic testing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All good? Okay. I'll just write hot fix. Write down heading hot fix. Whenever customer or client finds a critical bug, whenever customer or client finds a critical bug in the production environment, developer fixes the bug. Oh, wait. Whenever customer finds a critical bug in the production environment, this bug has to be fixed on an immediate basis. This bug has to be fixed on an immediate basis. That time, a small team of developers and QA team that time a small team of developers and QA team that time a small team of developers and QA team developers and QA team they'll debug the problem. They will debug the problem. Debug the problem. Come on. Make the code changes. Make the code changes. Make the code changes. Come on. Test it in the QA environment. Test it in the QA environment, and then they will deploy to the prod environment. And then they'll deploy to the prod environment to fix the critical bug. Deploy to the prod environment to fix a critical bug. Then they'll deploy to the prod environment to fix a critical bug. Full stop. Fix a critical bug. Full stop. This process, we call it as hot fix. This process, we call it as hot fix. This process, we call it as hot fix. This process, we call it as a hot fix. Full stop. The deadline for hotfix goes from 1 hour to 1 day. The deadline for hotfix, it may go from 1 hour to 1 day. The deadline for hotfix, it may go from 1 hour to 1 day. So between this time, we have to fix it. Can you take down this diagram? Done? Take down this diagram. We'll wind it up today. We'll continue tomorrow on smoke testing.
Okay, sir.
Have you taken this diagram?
Not it, sir.
Okay. Let me know once you complete it.
Okay, sir, it's completed.
Done? Okay, cool. Then I'll stop the recording.